Tonight, we want to tell you about a new outbreak of dangerous meningitis on a second college campus. On the East Coast, you'll remember that first scare at Princeton University, but tonight there are now two schools on opposite sides of the country. Here's ABC's chief medical editor, Dr. Richard Besser, on the 4 students now infected at the University of California in Santa Barbara.
Aaron Loy, a healthy freshman lacrosse player, was rushed to the hospital by his roommates, diagnosed with a strain of meningitis. The disease attacks blood vessels. 1 in 10 die, and 20% of those who survive can lose limbs because the blood can't circulate. That's what happened to Aaron. He lost both legs below the knee. The Santa Barbara Health Department has distributed antibiotics to 500 students, and yesterday asked UCSB kids to back off from frat parties and social events. Meningitis is spread by close contact, kissing, sharing drinks or food, smoking, sneezing, or coughing. That's why college kids are vulnerable.
It's just kind of scary because there's always that constant fear.
This after 8 students at Princeton in New Jersey were diagnosed with the same rare meningitis, type B, earlier this year.
Are you all worried about the meningitis that's going around?
Yeah, and just getting calls from your parents and relatives, asking about what's going on.
Princeton students are getting a European vaccine that's not approved in the U.S. by special arrangement with the FDA. So far, not in Santa Barbara. Although both universities are having a meningitis outbreak of type B, the CDC laboratory looked at the strains and they have a different genetic fingerprint, so these are not connected.
They arose separately on separate coasts. Take us through the symptoms again.
Yeah, so there'll be a couple outbreaks like this every year, and you'll feel like you have the flu, so fever, headache, muscle aches. But then the telltale symptoms, which is either a stiff neck or a purple rash. That's a medical emergency.
A purple rash or a stiff neck, you know you've got to take action right away.
Antibiotics can save your life.
All right, thank you, Rich.